didn't play football in high school.
Like,
Played in junior high, but not high school.
It's like those Steelers can't afford the decal on the other side of their helmet.
I went to a bunch of games though because I was the photographer. So I went around taking pictures of cheerleaders, occasionally taking a picture of a football player, but mostly cheerleaders.
Sid, oh my gosh, I can't even think of the guy's name from East Bernard. Were you there or were you after him?
Are you talking about Bankston? Michael
no,
Bankston?
No, the punter.
Oh, you're talking about Leckler from Texas A&M?
Yeah, Shane
Leckler. He's about 3 years younger than me, 3 or 4. He went to school at Lee. My sister Lee.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but no, he was a little too young. I mean, I kind of knew him, and I knew his brothers. He had a bunch of brothers, but well, a couple of brothers. And but yeah, I knew who he was, and I knew his coach. I mean, I knew his dad who was the coach. His dad was the coach of the high school team.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his dad was the high school football coach.
Whoa, look, Frank got a haircut.
Holy crap.
He got them all cut.
Wow.
But
Carrie must have been in a feeling sexy, so she had to make Frank look sexy.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obsessed with his haircut.
Makes it too thick to put your hat on.
That's what she said.
No, we won.
You.
We got away with it.
Well,
if it would have been for the meddling kids.
I sort of screwed the pooch for us.
How did Domino get caught? Oh yeah, but that's Domino. We'll throw her under the bus.
Dang.
Yeah.
She's not one of the core crew. I mean, she missed 2 or 3 sessions, right? So we should throw her under the bus.
Well, and Cherry, she just blew it. I mean, it wasn't like she got caught.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have video cameras, so maybe she won't look like herself anymore. Maybe they won't recognize her description.
Still got the mark from my beer on top of her. Wow. Wow.
That's hilarious. How was his wife though? Was she
Adventures in Filbur. For all your role-playing needs,
oh my goodness.
try the free stuff first.
You need to look them up and see like if they're still married or.
Well, women stay with you, Meg.
Hello and welcome to our stream. Don't forget to follow us on the socials at Imhobo Inc. or you can email us imhoboinc@gmail.com. If you're interested in playing on the stream, get a hold of us. You can also purchase interesting RPG items at our store and the link is below. We have everything from shirts to skateboards in our shop. Go, take a look. And if you need new math rocks, catch a Pirate Dog Dice on Twitter for some personalized items. If your game stinks, unlike ours, try some adventure scents by elfishgames.com. They have over 60 different scents and most are pleasant. This aid is perfect for in-person games, especially conventions. Elfish Games also makes how to RPG with your cat, how to cook with your dice, the Shine system if you want to be a gooder writer than me, or try the Radiance project if you just want to play with yourself. Allfishgames.com is your stop for game aids.
Audio, and now we're actually live, folks. So maybe you caught a little bit of the jocularity going on beforehand. That one's on me. Thursday night, that means Goodfellas, and Goodfellas they are. Last week, pulled off a heist. This week, 2 weeks ago, I think. Pulled off ice. This week we find out ramifications because, somebody blew it. I'm not pointing any fingers, Cherry, but somebody blew it. Our shit's not on sale, so go look at it, but don't buy it yet. And it doesn't matter what the price is. Adventure Sense is always a good buy. Let's introduce you to the folks here. John, start us off. Who are you? Who are you playing?
Hey, my name is John. I'm playing Markin. I am a DM and occasional cast member of Murder Hobo Inc. Not really a DM here, although there was that one time.
At Bandcamp.
No, it wasn't at Bandcamp. It was at the Murder HoboCon 3, I think. Anyway, or 2. I digress. Merkin is a hat fork, and he's a bit of a thug, a bit of a leg breaker. That's his main shtick.
Really? I thought he was a professor there, Mr. Glue.
And here's the dog.
Hey,
Sort
he's
of
not,
inventor.
he's a businessman. He's an independent businessman.
Yeah,
Gotta make money.
business. You do business.
Business.
You sound like Axel Foley from when it was still good. Scott, how about you?
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm playing Cherry. She is, her full name is Isabella Radajkowski. Her friends know her as Cherry. She is a wood elf rogue, and I'm I guess a returning cast member. It took maybe a 2 or 3, maybe 4-year break. I'm not exactly sure how long it's been, but I'm back with the crew. Great to be back, and Cherry had fun just trying to, worm her way into, high society, always reaching, always striving, but maybe a little bit too far this time. We'll see.
You didn't think you didn't, I thought she more like tried to get wormed her way in.
Well,
There was a worm involved.
There was a worm involved, no doubt.
And like any good tequila drinker, she ate it. Jeff, how about you?
I am playing Quintus, a high elf rogue who wrongly accused of a crime he did not commit, just trying to make these other people better in their lives
Yeah.
as the moral compass of the group.
Well,
Just brightening up their day with my inspiration.
and when you leave. Last but certainly not least, Carrie, wrap it up for us.
Yes, I play Domino, and he was caught arguing with a bread vendor about the cost of bread and ended up in jail. And while she is not the moral compass, I think she is got the most hardworking ethic of the group.
I don't know. I think Cherry's a hard
Well,
worker.
Cherry works with all kinds of hard work.
She worked hard for the money.
that's right. She will
She's a hard worker.
absolutely take one for the team.
Or two. Yeah, that's fine.
Time allotting, maybe two. Okay,
I guess.
boys and girls, like I said, these guys pulled off a heist. They were separated. Cherry was running recon to make sure that the homeowner, Ronaldo Jeffries, did not return. She made quite the, I'll say, splash at the event. But she did complete her task. Ronaldo.
Yeah, she did.
Hey, wait, she probably swallows. There probably would not be a splash.
There was a finish. There was a happy ending to the recon as she kept the man away. Unfortunately, she did get spotted by the house mother, Marta Crowley, who runs essentially the Crowley Rehabilitation Halfway House where these guys are all staying. The other three hit the Jeffries estate like SEAL Team 3 or 2.5. Domino made friends with the guard dog, got spotted by Esmeralda the maid, while Merkin and Quintus made off with the item they needed to obtain, a tome of cleanliness. And Domino also picked up a matador statue for a potentially budding young thief of the sea rats. So maybe that works out. We're going to join up the night of the 4th. You three have obtained the item. You guys head back. Am I correct in that assessment?
Yes.
I had mentioned earlier that I wanted to take the book of that had information about the city. Well, no, we got the Tomb of Cleanliness. I'm talking about the other book about the city. That was the first book we saw, and I mentioned I wanted to grab that on the way back.
Yes, that's fair. I'll let you do that. That was the history of Galactus, was it not?
It is, yeah, but it's supposed to be some of the stuff people don't know, the secret side.
It's the president's book, I'm sure. Cherry, you've been spotted by Miss Killjoy, and she has recommended that you vamoose, much to the chagrin of your emotionally drained date. Do you want to bail? Do you want to say goodbye to Mr. Jeffries? Do you want to say goodbye to your date? Do you want to say goodbye to anybody else? Or do you just want to GTFO?
That's a good question. I will. I'll just GTFO. I will take my medicine and GTFO. Get out, make my way best I can. I know I can't exactly sneak anywhere. This is a party, and she's a striking individual. So forget about sneaking out. I'll just say my adieus to my date. Say I'm sorry, but I must leave. Pressing matters are at hand, and make my way back to the halfway house.
As you say goodbye to your date, D12 against me, please. 8.
6.
Whatever.
Wow, Dick.
Hey, he got her into the party. She got him in. So it's all fair. Another D12 against me, Cherry, please. That's a 3.
That's a 4.
As you walk out the door, you hear the first item up for bid is the Tome of Cleanliness. And you walk out the door, I assume.
Once I hear that, I will pretend to trip and fall down, and I will try my best to like pretend like I'm searching for something I dropped on the ground.
Give me a performance roll, please.
Performance 6. That's a 6 plus. That's a 12.
12's good enough. It is convincing enough, and you do not land in anyone's lap, fortunately, which was what I was going for a shitty roll. And now your attention is gathered. Everybody else in here seems to be focused on the auction at hand, except for those workers in the white coats, who you've already determined are mostly, if not all, sea rats.
Okay, I would like to make my way over to make my way over to them best I can. Still, I know I'm wearing very tight leather pants or a really nice dress. Now, a really nice dress and some uncomfortable leather boots that I've spent all day massaging, trying to get them fit as well. But I'm still looking for something on the ground, trying to, every now and then, excuse me, I've lost something, but not in a way to raise attention, just as if I'm trying to get people to ignore me and allow me to pass while I'm looking for this thing on the ground.
Yeah, your performance roll is good enough. Work in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good enough. What are you going to focus in on?
The direction of those of where the sea rat workers are.
Okay. They are kind of congregating off. You can tell that some of them are eating stuff. It's the standard. Everybody's had their food. Now the wait staff's going to go ahead and dig in and eat. But you do notice two of them working the room. One is holding a tray of beverages, moving softly through the room. The other is holding a cheese plate, soft through the room. But you also notice that this tray never moves. So give me a perception check.
That's better. That's an 18 plus. Perception is not my best, so that'll be a modified 20.
As one of them kind of turns to the side, you notice the hand holding the tray is a wooden board, and their other two hands are picking pockets.
Right. Very good. Okay, so they're working the room to basically just pick pockets and such as that. All right, I will. Man, this is roughly how big is the room and how crowded is the room? Is it chock-a-block, just full of people shoulder to shoulder, or is there still a good amount of room for people to duck in and weave in and weave out?
There is weaving room. I mean, this is not the pinnacle of society, but there's a lot of upper crust people here, so it's kind of a selective soiree. Maybe you even wonder how the fat, drunken dwarf, Mr. Speedy, even got invited to this thing.
Let me see. Can I make an investigation check to see if I can locate Mrs. Killjoy?
Sure.
If I can see in the crowd.
Yep.
Let's see if I can try to find her. Nat 20.
Yeah, you see her. D12 against me. 1.
10.
She does not see you. He did.
Okay.
He was the ale merchant.
Pardon? Could you say that again?
Merkin was sending a chat. He is the ale guy.
Yeah, he brought the ale, so they couldn't have the party without him.
That's true.
All right. Well, I would like to try to work my way to her back. That is where I would like to try to work my way. I want to try to get behind her where she's going to have to make a conscious effort to turn around and look for me in order to find me. So that's where I would like to try to try to work. I want to try to work to her rear, and I assume that'll take me a little bit of time in order to do so. All the while paying attention to out of the side eye, to see if this book of cleanliness ever actually shows up. You never know. Maybe the one that was stolen was a fake. Maybe we have several copies. Maybe something is amiss. But I want to try to work to her back, but take a look at what's going on with the auction.
Sure. Domino, Quintus, Merkin, you speedily get back to the house, hoping that the house mother has not returned. Fortunately, she has not. The only one there is Yanis Renard, a.k.a. the Fox. He is drinking some kind of milk product and appears to be in his night clothes, and he looks at you guys, and he's like, where the hell have you guys been?
I needed some air. I took a walk.
We were bodyguards for her.
Yeah. She needed protection.
You guys have been gone for like over an hour. Didn't you hear there's a gang war going on out there?
What? I didn't see anything like that.
And where the hell's Ruben at?
Who's Ruben?
Ruben's the halfling, second story man.
I don't know. He got mad at me.
About that time, the door crashes open and Ruben enters with tattered clothing bleeding from the arm.
He sees, oh my! What happened to you?
He sees you guys and he goes, oh, I didn't think anybody would be awake.
We were worried about you.
We wouldn't go to bed without our little halfling buddy.
And I was worried about you. And you can tell that the blood is on his forearm. Because I'm
to
you? Nothing. I'm just going to get cleaned up and go to bed.
Well, make sure you clean that up properly. You don't want to get an infection.
Oh, scratch. No big deal. Yanis finishes his milk and he goes, well, I'm tired. I have a big job interview in the morning. So, adios. Because he's from the Southlands, I guess. He goes to bed. Ruben goes down into the cellar where the cistern's at. He's going to go ahead and get cleaned up. Cherry, MIA.
I don't know where Cherry is. Oh, yeah, she went somewhere. Well, I'm going to whisper to Quintus, hey, we might need to put our stuff somewhere. Ain't nobody going to get in it.
Yeah, because you guys share the room with Yanis and Ruben. Cherry and Domino have the room upstairs.
Maybe we could use the women's quarters.
Fine.
Fair enough. Cherry.
We'll try to sneak the stuff up to where the women stay so that maybe the other scum won't try to take our loot.
Scum. Nice.
I said other scum.
Roommates, now known as scum. Cherry, you get the distinct feeling that this tome of cleanliness thing is the highlight of the evening, and fortunately, they've got an expert here to determine that indeed this is the famed tome of cleanliness, and the lady in charge of the fabric store introduces Mira Silverleaf, whom you know as the one from the clothing shop and whom Domino, Quintus, and Merkin know. This is the one who gave him the job. She looks at it. There's a smattering of golf claps. She looks it over with a trained eye, pulls out an eyepiece like Colonel Clink, checks it, and says, indubitably, this is the original, and hands it back over and leaves the stage. The bidding begins immediately, and it is rising like a cloud. You have now gotten behind House Mother. D12 against me. 11.
10.
You are spotted, and she grits her teeth, her orc teeth with the fangs. I told you to get the hell out of here.
I said, I lost my underwear. I'm leaving right now.
Jesus. How do you lose your underwear when you're wearing pants?
She's wearing a dress. I thought.
I thought it was leather pants, but okay, that's fair.
Oh, was it? Okay, yeah.
She tells you to get the hell out. She'll look for your underwear.
It's first thing that came out. I said, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I wanted to apologize, but okay, I'll go.
Aspen Seabrock is right next to her, and he is bidding on this item.
Yes. All right. I'm just going to have to trust that my teammates were able to get it going, and that somehow Miss Silverleaf is there for a reason. I'm just gonna have to trust my teammates. That's all I know how to do, and I will GTFO at this point.
You get back. Ruben Steenput, the halfling, is in the kitchen. He is the only one downstairs, and he has puncture wounds on his forearm. He sees you and he tries to cover them up, but they're kind of nasty looking.
Do they look like poison, infected, that type of thing?
It's like a dog bite.
Dog bite.
Yep. He's like, I fell on a fence.
Yeah. Looks nasty. You need any help?
No, I'm good. I got it. I got washed out. I had a tetanus shot 20, 30 years ago. I should be fine. They don't make boosters for that shit. And he goes upstairs. You are alone downstairs, Cherry. You can hear some scuffling on the second floor where the boys reside. Your room is on the third floor with Domino. What do you want to do?
I will I will retire to my chamber.
Fair enough.
I want to read the book more.
Okay.
If I can get any information out of it.
It is a religious text having to do with some kind of ancient rituals.
It tells people how to take bath, right?
Does it look like like it has spells or?
Give me an Arcana check. I'm not sure if you know if it had spells. And remember, spellcasters are persona non grata here in Skelectus.
They're what?
They are not welcome.
It's illegal.
Yeah, they used to burn those things.
I don't remember.
Casters or?
Casters.
Okay.
Not
I don't think that was in our information that we.
I think it was. I know I did a whole freaking 2-3 page soliloquy on that bullshit. If I didn't, let me know and I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, I want to check mine too because I kind of don't remember that either, but I may have just missed that part.
Yeah, I think I had something like the witch trials in the history.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably where it was.
Yeah.
I didn't figure history mattered. I mean, that's just history.
Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that. I just waste my time writing for no particular reason at all. Jackasses.
You don't need lore.
That's right. Fuck lore.
18.
Fuck lore.
Yeah, it's definitely some kind of religious incantation. You being in the import-export business in your prior life would recognize that possession of this book's probably good for at least a pistol whipping.
Pistol whipping. All right.
Yeah, they take a small child named Pistol and whip you with them.
Probably a halfling. I'm going to keep investigating, reading the book until either Sherry shows up or I hear somebody else coming up.
Give me a wisdom save.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Come on, baby. We got to do good because we are not very whiz. Whiz.
You're about to get whizzed.
15.
Jesus, you are starting to get a headache reading this bullshit. It talks about blood oaths and blood feuds and sacrifices. It gets really weird. But along with that, you're getting like a migraine almost. The outcome of these spells can be pretty potent, is kind of the theme that you're getting. It's hashed out in several directions, but it appears to be a singular religious sect with the high priest known as Mr. Clean.
Oh my gosh.
Mr.
Do they have a,
Clean.
do they have a picture? Is he bald headed with a
He is bald headed
earring?
with an earring. Wears white robes with a high collar. He's buff dude. He'd be like Odin with both eyes and a mop.
All right, I guess So this looks like it's the legit book, right? I mean, it's
Yeah. As
this is giving me a headache. I'm assuming.
words hard. Ruben comes up. He's wrapped his arm. He's like, "What are you reading? Naughty stuff?"
He's
I'm
reading
in
it in the
In the
ladies.
women's. Yeah.
If anybody goes toward the ladies other than the ladies, I'm going to run interference.
Oh, okay. So Domino and Cherry, Quintus is taking a squat on a stool up in your area reading a book.
Don't mind me. Go ahead. Take your clothes off. I'm in this book.
Just robo delecti. So how long are you going to read this thing, Quintus? Because, you got.
Well, I'm going to read it until if I can hear footsteps.
Well, Cherry has come home.
Oh, okay.
She's done the midnight walk of shame.
Well, then when she comes, I guess I stop. Well, once I start getting a headache from it.
Wearing the clothes of the day before, yeah.
Same clothes. A little
Same clothes.
disheveled.
Right.
Okay, we will call that a night. You awaken on day 5. Let's check the weather. Marv, what do we got in weather here? Today's weather forecast on the 5th day of Skelectus. Ooh, nasty thunderstorms, a lot of lightning and stuff going on here. Not a good day to be out and about, as you guys all wake up for breakfast. Merkin, good news. The work you've done on the roof has been stellar. There are no leaks at this time. So everybody is grateful for your hard efforts. Everybody is also grateful for Ruben's work in the window department because in spite of the downpour outside, there's not much water getting through the windows. You can tell that it's exceptionally windy. And the rain is coming from the south, so hurricane style winds are coming up through the southlands. As you get down there, breakfast is made. Cherry, do you want to get there sooner or later than everybody else?
Maybe a little bit later.
Okay. Boys, as Marta is making the meal, she is in a great mood. I mean, it's like weird kind of good mood, like somebody got lucky besides Terry. And she's very happy. However, her mood dampens significantly, like the weather outside, when Cherry makes an appearance. And it is a noticeable, she becomes preoccupied and a little bit tense. And nobody needs to roll, but you guys all feel the temperature rise in the room. And Cherry, she slops your food down on the plate. Doesn't say anything to anybody, so Domino, Quintus, and Merkin, go ahead and give me insight check. I will roll for Reuben and the fox.
Oh, what a waste of a nat 20.
16.
Merkin?
4.
Merkin, good news. You and Reuben are preoccupied with either the food or something else. You can tell that Reuben is still hurting. The Renard, he can smell that. And he's the one that broaches the subject. Excuse me, lovely Lady Crowley. I'm supposed to work today. Is it okay if I leave? And she acquiesces to his request, and in the same breath points out, Cherry, I've taken the liberty of calling the tavern and telling them you won't be able to attend it today. I need to speak with you after the morning meal, for whatever that is.
I will very, sheepishly and, yeah, I know.
Merkin, you're just without 4. You're just rolling out food. And Domino, Quintus.
I grab one of the juices, take a sip, and go, little bit of the hair of the dog that bit me, and kind of elbow Reuben with after I say that.
Nice.
I say, you looked so nice last night. So how did things go with your date?
Charisma check, please.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Charisma. That is 20.
Mr. Seabrock, I'm sorry, Alderman Seabrock was a perfect gentleman, and the evening was almost completely unsullied. Unfortunately, he was unable to obtain any of the items that were up for bid.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm sure you made an adorable couple.
Why, thank you, Domino. I appreciate that. And she gives you an extra helping while Merkin, looks like the
How
dog.
come she gets more?
He's like, what she said? What she said? Double.
No, he didn't even
When
get it.
she
He's just like,
turns around,
how
I
come she
slide in
got
half.
Ditto. Afterwards, she looks out the window and says, I wanted to do yard work today, but I don't think that's going to happen. I trust that you, and she's just dead eyeballing Cherry. I trust you guys can all stay out of trouble today and not bother me. I'm a little bit tired as I got in rather late. Renard, don't have to worry about me. I'm going to work. And he opens up the door, and the fuzz is present.
fuzz?
Boren Stonefist, the dwarven guard captain with that gigantic axe, and his associate sergeant, what's his face, Cedric Stonehelm, the guy with the really cool armor, fucking soaked to the gills, and they do not look happy. You can audibly hear Reuben's chair squeak, and they walk in. Ms. Crowley, can we have a moment of your time?
I rush forward and I say, gentlemen, may I get towels for you? Here, step by the
How's
fire.
the weather out
dry
there?
yourself off. I immediately go to suck up mode.
You can't have any of our food. Get away from it.
I got my forks ready to stab.
Mad dogging it.
No bacon for you.
No soup today.
She's like, I suppose we can go into the other room, which is more or less a parlor room. Reuben, I need to go find a job. and he heads for the door. Renard is already out the door in the pouring rain. This thing is it's sheets of rain. It is just horrible weather. Any of you guys want to stop Ruben as he bamboozles towards the front door?
Are any of us close enough to perhaps trip him or anything else like that?
D12 against me. Got to beat it 10.
I want to try to eavesdrop on their conversation.
Okay.
That's what I rolled.
Tie goes to the runner. Yeah, you'll be able to trip him if you'd like.
I'll try to stealthily trip him, yes.
I will roll dexterity. Since you're being stealthy about it, it should be high for me. 13's not going to be high enough. Quintus, roll me a d20.
$17.
Yeah, you can hear it. Apparently, they want to know if Ruben spent the entire night here. He's been identified as a thief and may or may not have been injured in the process of a burglary. They will remind Marta that this does not look good for the house. This is very problematic as she is supposed to be taking care of these individuals, and if they're still out committing crimes, Judge Hampshire is not going to be happy. You hear her point out that, well, Ruben's in the other room. You can go ahead and talk to him if you want. And you can tell that they are coming back into the room.
All right, I'll go back to my seat.
Cherry, as you kind of do the leg drop here, Ruben does not completely falter, but he does do a stutter step and hits the door just as the door to the parlor opens up with Marta leading the other two. Cedric Stonehelm says, we need to talk to you. Boom, he hits the door. And you hear in the background a minstrel playing the theme to Bad Boys, Bad Boys.
Wow.
Stonehelm and Boren take off. Yeah, there you go. I told you I wrote that shit down.
No, it's not in there.
Oh, it's not?
Not in the one I got.
Okay, I will send it to you.
We'll look. Yeah, I mean, I may got an old copy because I don't see nothing.
Well, considering I just constantly fucking write, it's probably in one of the secondary sections. So they take off into the rain, and you can hear yelling, "Stop, police," 3 times, because that is how the guards do it.
Don't tase me, bro.
You guys are standing there. Merkin, I'll give it to you. Ruben did not finish his breakfast.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to look over it. Quintus, you ain't going to eat that, are you?
No, it's all yours, big boy.
I'll lick some of it.
Quintus, Domino, Merkin, and Cherry. Marta is not happy. Doesn't take a roll to see that. She's pissed off, and she turns her rage onto... yeah, it's much longer than that now. She turns her rage onto Cherry and says, "You, get in here!" And points at the parlor.
So what, do the cops leave? Do they chase after Rufus?
They're in foot pursuit. Foot pursuit. in the rain.
Yeah. All right. I'm going in there. I'm gonna be as nice and meek as a humble little church mouse.
She eats your ass for breakfast like she's a starving child with Sally Struthers. Roll me a D4.
To see how raw he is afterwards.
D6. Roll me a D6. Yeah, he's raw, all right.
4.
40 fucking minutes. She is ripping your ass in half. Merkin, Domino, Quintus, you don't need to listen at the door. You can hear Marta ripping her in half. Apparently, you gather that Marta apparently saw her at the charity event and how she nearly bungled it for everybody because they're supposed to be in bed after hours, and that's not where she was at. Now, Marta doesn't mention you three because she has no fucking clue where you three, the Renard or uh, Ruben, were at.
We
So,
were in bed.
sure you were. With the tone that makes Quintus crazy. So you can hear it. So for 40 minutes, it goes on. Merkin, it's not going to take you that long to eat Ruben's food. So what do you three want to do in the meantime? And when I say it's pouring out, it's like hurricane pouring out there. So you can leave.
I want to
I'm
take
not
one of the little. I want to get. I think I am going to leave.
Well,
I
we
wanna
need to
t-
wait for our buyer to buy the book, so I'm hanging out
Well,
until we get the buyer.
well, what I want to do is take one of those figurines that I buy,
Yeah.
and I want to see if
The
I
other
can.
set.
I want to place it. I want to try to find a place where I can put it where it looks like it was stolen by the other gang. The
By Ruben?
No, not by Ruben. By
the elf
the
guy,
rats.
whatever he is.
no, the guys that were fighting the little kids. What gang was that?
Oh,
Oh,
the rakes? Or no, not the rakes.
no, it's the Mutters.
The
Mutters.
Mutters.
Mutters
So
versus
you're
The
trying
Mutters.
to implicate them.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Where do you think that would be a good idea, keeping in mind that the Mutters area is over here in this section, Sea Rats are to the south. Your area is the Rakes, which also traverse the West Road.
Well, there's they got to have a place they hang out, right?
The Mutters?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I want to somewhere drop it, like in there, somewhere like
In
in
your
there.
mailbox?
Well, what
Put it in
what
the
I was
mailbox.
Candygram.
I was thinking like maybe what was I thinking?
Let's.
Like, I was trying to think if I could like maybe like hide it since the ground's going to be loose, like step on it and so somebody can see, but it would be maybe like going towards their hangout.
Okay. Well, you don't know where their hangout is. You know that this area is theirs. Okay, where this blue-gray line is.
Well, where was the fight? Because we ran. Remember the first time we ran, and then all these mutters started coming out.
The fight was at that intersection between the red and the gray.
It was in
whatever.
there.
Well,
It was-
that was the big fight while you guys
Yeah.
were ripping off Jeffries. The
Oh, right.
whole
The alley fight was right there.
armor bullshit is right there.
Yeah.
Well, the alley fight where they kept coming at us and we were throwing rocks at them.
That
And then
would
we
be
ran-
that would be here where you threw rocks at them. This is where you got your ass handed to you with the dark guy.
Well, this would be like with the mutters where we.
Smack you again.
Well,
Where
you were alone trying to help the guy get into the old armorer's place. And
No. What I was talking about is where we said, "Hey, look, there's the guy." And we chased after him.
that would be here as
The
well.
alley. That
Yeah.
alley.
Okay,
there.
that whole alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to walk down towards that way and see if we could. I do.
You know
Can you
they
tell?
tried to kill you before, and you're going by yourself and right into their territory.
Well, I'm not going by myself there, big boy.
I'm not going because I'm waiting for the buyer.
He's still eating.
I'm waiting for the buyer. That's more
well then,
important than blackmail and mutters.
all right. Well then, I guess I'll wait till you.
We can at least wait to see if she shows up because if we can't get rid of the boat, we wasted all our time.
Yeah.
That's true. Domino, what are you going to do?
So, do I still have the Matador statue?
No, you gave that to
I gave it to her.
what's her face? Not James Monroe. Talia Swiftfoot.
So is what's her face still chewing out cherry?
Yeah, but it's starting to wind down because she's starting to get hoarse.
So I
She
I
yelled
knock
herself
on
hoarse.
I knock on the door and I have a cup of chamomile tea with honey. And I say, ma'am, I think you've impressed upon her your displeasure. Here's some tea for your throat.
She turns her rage upon you and goes, "Shut up! I don't hear it! I'm not taking it!"
And I just hand her the tea.
All right. Cherry, you notice Marta drinking the tea. You can thank Domino later for letting Marta get her strength back up.
Well, no, I'm just trying to distract her so she can get the hell out of the room.
Oh, that is not happening. Yeah. Do you have anything to say for yourself, Cherry?
The only thing I'll say is it takes a long, and I'm going to be very quiet and just, nod and nod and nod. The only thing I'll say is, I'm going to try my best to find the right time to say it. Okay. But it's going to be one of these little compliments, but not that much of a compliment, but sort of something along the line.
A Jewish old lady compliment.
That's what I'm saying. Now, what is her name again? Her full name?
Marta Crowley.
Marta Crowley. I say, look, Miss Marta, I'm not strong like you. This is all I have. And this is all I'll ever have. If I don't find a way to use it, what else do you expect me to do? I will follow your rules, but you can't expect me to live perfectly. This is all I have. And how else am I going to make a living? It was
and now you gotta squeeze out a few tears.
That's all I have. And then I immediately switch back to a very forlorn,
penitent woman. Persuade me first. I was hoping you'd go. Go ahead.
I thought he was going to say, I had a really good time.
I thought he would say, a lot of fat people couldn't have pulled off that dress, but you did.
Yeah, and Domino's standing there behind her going like this, tears, work the tears.
I rolled a 17 and I have an 8 on my persuasion, charisma. Yeah.
Nice.
You can't tell if she's just exasperated, tired, or really enjoys the chamomile tea. But she's like, that's fine. That's what I want. Just do better. That's all I'm asking. Just do better. Try not to get me in trouble. Which is fair. And then you hear somebody's at the door again.
I'll answer it.
It's the two guards, and Ruben appears to have resisted arrest.
I bet
you guys got yourself a Reuben sandwich?
Yep. I think I got a little left in my teeth from him. Could you go ahead and let Marta know that we will consider this matter closed at this time, and Reuben will no longer be a member of the Seabrook detention facility?
Hey, he owes me a couple of bucks.
Reuben, can I have your bed?
You can already tell that his
eyes
is swelling up.
At this point.
There's a gap where a tooth used to be. He got worked over because you know what? You don't run from the popo, ladies and gentlemen, because you got to make the cops run. Cops going to make you pay for that shit.
They don't like running.
They don't.
Yeah,
like
but then,
running.
They don't like to run.
But then you get $4 million though when you sue the city.
If you live.
Not in this society that we're in. Not the fantasy world.
Are you saying
You're
this
getting paid by mermaids?
This is in L.A.?
This is not L.A. This is not La La Land. So good news, bad news. Cherry, you and Marta come out. Like Pink Floyd would say, it's just another brick in the wall. She says, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to bed. Whatever. They drag Reuben out, and Reuben's trying to say something, but you can tell his jaw's either been dislocated or fractured. Ruben ain't going to be talking much.
That's good. Maybe they won't tell him about the heist we were going to do with him.
Ooh, I want to go look at it through his bed and his belongings. See if he got what he stole.
He has some etchings of Cherry naked.
Oh,
Really?
Are they good?
Roll a d20. Tell us how good they are.
are they stick figures?
They're going to be stick figures. He's going to roll like
If
a
you rolled a
full
1.
I'm 15.
15. They aren't bad. It might not be Cherry. It's somebody. It's somebody. But you know what?
Female.
It's a collection of 12 etchings. So they're on tin plates. They are etched. They are classified as artwork. And you're an appraiser, so give me a d20 roll with advantage.
I'm glad I got advantage. 15.
These are going to carry a value. The closer you look and the more drool that removes some of the stains on it, you can tell that it's at least 3 different people. So you do not recognize the person. They are human, but I'll say 4 of the etchings are long hair woman, 4 are short haired, same woman, and then 4 are medium length hair, a different woman. So 3 sets of 4 etchings each on tin
What's the
plate.
charisma on the etchers?
You know what? I'm going to let Quintus roll this one. Roll me 3 different ones. First one is long, second one is medium, third one is short hair.
Roll a d20.
D20 for each one.
10.
That's the long hair.
Oh, 2.
Oh.
Oh! 1.
I should not have asked this question. It's worth money because it's so freaking bizarre.
You know what? You should just turn to stone right now. Not in a good way like Cherry would make you turn to stone. Wow. Holy
Man, that was a horrible roll.
You know what? For shits and giggles, what would I have rolled? Oh, that's not very good. 2 8s and an 11. So yeah.
Better.
Your rolls
That's
are
a lot
definitely better. You know what? That one, Merkin, did your mom have short hair?
She had short hair on her face and short hair probably everywhere.
You got any naked pictures of your mom? Quintus will sell you some.
She has long
He
hair on
didn't
her
carry
butt.
any.
He's going to get a tattoo of that picture on him. Underneath.
Mom.
Or the Corsairs.
Hey, my mom's very
It
talented.
says, wow, what the hell? I wanted mom.
Not only is she the bearded lady, she's also the fortune teller. She can read your palm or lick it.
Could be Merkin's mom. Okay, Quintus, you now have a slight migraine and you're partially blind in the left eye from looking at this stuff. Cherry, Domino, Merkin, and Quintus, you were all in the kitchen. Marta has cried no mas. She's going back to bed. Fuck this. The rain is pounding outside. What do you 4 want to do?
I think we all just need to hunker down and chill.
We gotta wait for our buyer, so.
I think Sherry should tell us what got her in all the riffraff.
Yeah, why is she so mad at you?
She was at the party. What do you think?
So?
She was supposed to be home.
And if she found anything.
They don't really take that seriously about that. Don't go out at night crap, right?
Evidently they do.
I don't know, Cherry. How's your ass looking?
Is it chapped?
No, I will just as simply as I can say, says Well, friends, it was a very, very, very eventful night. I'm still trying to understand what accent I need to go with
Go with
Cherry.
Blanche Devereaux. Blanche Devereaux would be a good Cherry.
Yeah, it's the
I think
southern.
so.
Or a Kat Dennings from Two Broke Girls. That'd be kind of cool.
I had a very, very eventful night. My gentleman caller was there. We had a wonderful night. I think I did a pretty good job running interference to make sure that Master Jeffries didn't come home. I tried my best to make a quick play on him, but I was unsuccessful. I had to do a little bit of extracurricular work to make sure that my gentleman caller was satisfied for the night. And the problem is that Miss Crowley was able to spot me from across the room. So she knew I was not where I was supposed to be, shall we say. One interesting development I do feel I need to share. The same person that had contracted us to appropriate certain things was there at the auction and certified some other book to be this tome of cleanliness, and I'll say that in hushed words. I believe that we probably are part of something a little bit larger than just ourselves. This seemed to be a little bit more complex of a heist than we had originally intended. And I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, he spilled the beans that something's going on. Any other questions from you guys to her?
Did you recognize any of the
bought it?
bidders?
Miss Crawley had identified me again. I was trying to understand who was the final bidder. I'd even worked myself to her back to try to avoid, but she's a sneaky little bitch. So,
Well,
she
apparently
turned
Seabrook didn't buy it, right? She said he didn't buy it.
away.
Seabrock did not buy it, according to her.
I know that date was not able to procure the said artifact or the said item.
Was the guy that whose house it was he bidding on it or no?
Ronaldo Jeffries did not place a bid.
No,
He already had it.
was with
He
that.
knows.
He was with the appraiser lady, the girl that gave. At least I think that's who it was. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Frank. I'm
That's
making sure.
correct.
He was.
That was his date.
Yeah, that was her date. So I'm not sure that this wasn't.
An insurance scam.
And the book was there. They had a book.
Yeah, we got the book.
No. They had a book at the auction.
A
They had
book.
a book at the auction, and it was claimed to be the same book that we were contracted to appropriate. However, I do not believe that it was. And the same person that hired us was the person that certified this as being the true tome.
Interesting.
I don't think we're making enough money on this deal now.
That much is true.
That's kind of what I'm trying to get on, is that
You
there's
guys,
several.
you guys
here.
are right. I drew a spider web. You guys are right here.
So I mean, I'm right, but I'm not. Character knowledge versus player knowledge. There's still more pieces to this that I don't think Cherry or any of us really understand. Just those two little bits that we're trying to put together, but that's not enough to solve the whole caper. But we did our part, but we might want to maybe negotiate a little bit higher price or something along those lines when the buyer finally does show up. And that's all I can report.
There was a knock on the door. Again.
I'll answer it.
Thank you. I'm reviewing something. A large individual dressed in dark clothing and a dark cape with a wide-brimmed hat is standing there. He looks morose. He looks withdrawn. He's very pale. Not quite. Help me out.
Vampire.
Not okay. No. Who's always the bad guy? It's
albino.
an albino. He's not an albino, but he's very pale. But you know what? I'm not saying he's not a vampire. But he looks around, and the rain is just fucking pouring off his hat.
Domino says, "What is his charisma?"
Come on in before you get water all over our front door.
Does he look like Lurch?
Yes, actually, he does look like Lurch, only a little bit better looking. He's got a charisma of 14.
Wow.
His name, he introduces himself as Jenks Monroe. Jenks Monroe. Charisma 14. Human.
Not Chips.
Not Chips. Not Chips O'Houlihan.
Chips O'Toole.
That's right. Chips O'Toole. He's got some places to sell you. He says thank you, removes fine leather gloves. You can tell his hands have suffered like burn damage or something. Kind of eyeballing each one of you.
I offer him a seat by the fire.
Thank you. No, I'll stand. You can see kind of a scabbard underneath his cloak. He looks around and he goes, "Where's your house mother?"
She's asleep.
He's indisposed currently.
She's taking a dump.
Which one of you has it?
Has what?
This isn't the
Who do you
dude's
work
house,
for?
is it?
Who does number 2 work for?
I am merely the go-between. I understand that you have procured an item to a selective buyer, and they wish to know, do you have it?
Yes.
Who is the person that you're working with?
I believe you know her. She is a librarian.
Okay, that makes me
I
feel
know
a
her.
little bit better. Yes, we do have it.
We have it.
Very good. This evening, the buyer would like to finalize the purchase in trade, and he tells you that you are to be about 8 p.m. Where is it? He wants to meet you outside of your comfort zone. So
Don't have a comfort zone yet.
that's the temple. I'm going to say the pawn shop. This one here in green at the top. And that's Lucky Bells, Belles, Lucky Bells.
I say, I have concerns.
Yeah, it's going
I
to
do
get wet
not
if we
care.
take it out in this weather.
Well, I am told by people familiar with the Meteorological Society that this rain is not going to continue all day.
You know how useful those people are, though.
So you have it shortly. We'll call it shortly before midnight. Shortly before midnight, my buyer will meet you at Lucky Bell's Pawn Shop. Bring the tome. Do not ask any questions.
And you'll tell us no more lies?
I think I've seen etchings of your mom. Yeah.
I lean forward and I say, if we conclude this transaction, that is the end of our association, correct?
Which part of no more questions confused you? Yes,
I
it will
don't.
be over. We will trade you the tome for the agreed upon price.
Yeah, I don't think we want to meet there.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that place?
I don't think we want to meet somewhere that's that far away.
Oh, how about your bedroom, or will your hand be taking up most of the room there?
Yeah, let's meet in my bedroom.
I'd say we meet at the place where I got kicked out.
I'm sorry, you'll have to be way more
Prancing
specific than that.
Prancing Pony or whatever it's called. No.
This place right here.
yeah.
It's not,
The baker's place
I
or the
mentioned that.
miller's.
it's not the Peach Pit. It's what was
Wasn't
it?
it the miller's place?
Yeah, it was a strip club. It was a brothel.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
a brothel, yeah.
That's right.
Jimmy the Greek, Bobby the Greek, Gnome
Something
Ranger.
about Rose, I thought, or something about
Yeah, I think it's
Roses.
Rose Miller, something like that. Who wants to roll D12 against me?
I will.
Not me.
Me neither.
3.
8. That is an unsuitable location. It is highly toxic. Try again.
How about, is that one blacksmith place still empty?
Well, where the mutters were at? Over here?
Well,
I'm
remember the
okay
one
with
guy
the
asked us
pawn shop.
directions because he was supposed to be buying a shop.
Oh, that guy. You don't know where his shop's at.
No, darn. Okay.
Quick point of order. Are the people that were supposed to be working for at this point, are they the rakes or were they the sea rats?
You do
We
not
don't know.
Yeah, you do not know what affiliation, if any, this librarian has. But she is.
I would suggest to Quintus that and I'll try to walk over to Quintus and give him my best. Put my arm around him, try to whisper in his ear. This location is deep with the rakes. If this holds where we make this meeting, then we'll know a little bit more about who our true employers are. Let's at least agree to this for now, and then keep a good eye out to see if anyone comes and tries to, how do you say?
Yeah, but did you remember what happened to us when we were in the Mutters territory? we got
our shit pushed in. It's the plush pillow is the place you're at.
Plush pillow. I gotta write that down.
Happens, that means it's under the rakes protection.
Someone come back.
Rakes are the ones that organize the heist. So that's trying that. I'm going to try to impress upon Quintus and Merkin and Domino that this is deep into their territory. And, it would take a good amount of effort if anyone wants to push all the way into, all the way into Rake's territory to rip this off. If this goes off without a hitch, that means, in my opinion, I think that would mean that the Rakes were behind it. And that's important information to know.
Yeah, but if we get yanked by the Rakes, doesn't do us much good.
Are we talking about meeting in the pawn shop or in front of it? Because if it's at midnight, I guess the pawn shop's not going to be open.
He would say it would be inside. He sees the dissension within the group. He can overhear bits and pieces of it, and he'll say, "How about the Kingsman Tavern just inside the West Gate?" Cherry, You recall the librarian going into an establishment just inside the gate. It would be this place right here. And as you can tell from the gold and green, that ain't rake territory anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. All
I
right.
think that would be suitable.
Let's call it the Kingsman Cup.
Kingsman Cup. All right, that's fine. I think I remember that fits. That fits. All right, that would be okay. If that's okay with you, Quintus, Domino, Merkin, does that make sense?
Except we gotta walk by the gate, but yeah.
And
like we can disguise ourselves.
And you have been told it's supposed to be in the city proper after sundown. Out here in the open,
Right, it's right there. Okay.
I think we go with the original idea of the pawn shop. That's better than going through the gates.
Yeah, that's true. Let's let's go to
the pawn shop.
What's over here, by the way, it says Sea Rats? Is that the docks?
Yeah.
Is there anything at the docks? Like, is there people around at midnight? Or is it pretty much barren?
The docks is going to be like New York.
There's going to be a lot of hookers out there.
There's going to be some shit going on. I mean, you can see all the slips there. That place is going to be busy 24/7, 365.
Hey, so where are we again? Are we yellow? This yellow one in the corner?
Yeah,
you guys are in the
skinny
start,
yellow one.
Right there.
Oh, we're right. That's where we are.
You are here. You see the "You are here" sign?
It says start.
Yes, this is the Heroes Cup where Cherry worked. Killa Kennels, the armorer's shop, the Boggle Ladies Inn, Jeffrey's residence, and a tavern. The Chestnut Pub.
Let's meet at the pawn shop.
Yeah,
Pawn shop's fine.
Yeah, pawn shop's fine.
We decide.
It doesn't matter. He'll fuck us wherever we have to be.
That's true.
Wow.
Exasperated Jenks Monroe. Are you sure? I want you to be comfortable.
Yeah, like you care.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine there.
A little bit and say, we're not allowed in the city. We just want to make sure we're not going to be interrupted. That's not too much.
No,
we're already going to get in trouble after midnight.
So we're going to go with what I suggested at the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah, it just took us a long time to realize you were right.
He opens the door, walks out, and the fucking deluge just hits that wide-brimmed hat, and he walks to the left somewhere.
Into the purple territory?
Right.
Or just down this road?
Towards the Fabro's Fabrics place.
In the east?
Domino says, that just made me cranky.
It's east, and this is Wall Street. Literal Wall Street.
Got it.
Yeah, we should have just knifed him right there.
We would have no money. And probably a powerful enemy.
Not if we kill him.
So the good news is
he's got people that would know he was in there.
Snoring can be heard.
As you're wearing the top hat. No, we never.
Even Merkin's looking at you like.
We show up and we're like, "Where's he at?"
This cloak, I've had it for years. This hole, I'm not sure where this hole came from. But okay, you guys now have a plan. It is fucking pouring rain. I mean, it's just dogs and cats. Whoever meteorological guy is, he's probably full of shit because it doesn't look like this thing's ending anytime soon.
So we'll wait and see.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to do inside for the morning?
I want to try to rig it so we can climb out the window at the second floor.
Oh, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. You're the one that did the roofing, so.
I want to go down to the cistern room and look at that mirror again.
Sure.
Are we allowed in the cistern room? Because I thought that had a shut door.
That's where you go to the bathroom. That's a
That's where we
urinal.
had to kill the spider thing.
Actually, that's not where you're supposed to go to the bathroom. That's where people go to the bathroom. The bathroom's outside. Yeah, you can go to the cistern room. It is still locked again. See, remember, it was unlocked because she found the spider.
Oh, that's right.
Well, but how did the dude go and wash himself off there if it was locked?
I don't know. You're all thieves.
But he probably doesn't have any lockpicking tools.
He took a page out of Cherry's book and blew the lock.
Wow.
So yeah, that is a fair question, but yes, you guys are all thieves. He was a second story man. He probably has an idea, possibly leverage, Jack Sparrow. So Domino, you go down there. The door is locked. If you have a hairpin or something, you can try and unlock it.
Yes.
Okay, give it a shot. D20 and add proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
And your dex.
Where is proficiency?
It's 2 at our level.
Top in the center.
Yeah, it's 2. What is that? Is that sleight of hand?
It'd probably be sleight of hand.
If it's dex based, yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Ooh, that was good. That would be 22.
This lock blows. It's easy to pick. This lock blows like cherry in a charity event. You pop that thing open, the lock clicks. Door opens. Now, is anybody going with Domino on this one?
Sure, I'll go.
Sure. We all go, just no split the party.
Wow. There's a remarkable idea.
Right?
You go down there. Domino and Quintus, were you the two that were down here before fighting the spider?
I was down there and Quintus.
Quintus.
Yeah.
So you guys are aware of this. Remind me, it was the transportation mirror, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it was, showed us a different area.
It showed us a different place.
I totally ripped that off from Star Trek.
Okay.
I'm not even going to be shy about it. So yes, as you guys get down there, it is dimly lit. You're going to have to carry an oil lamp or a candle down there, even though it's broad daylight. There's a thunderstorm and you're in the cellar. You get down there, the old blanket is still over that thing. What do you want to do?
You take the blanket down.
This time it's a scene. It's not the same scene that you saw before. It is a different part of the city. Who wants to D12 against me?
Not me.
I will. D12. I got a
1.
8.
As with this angle, there's almost nobody in the street. It's pouring rain. At the very end of this scene, you see a large wall and a gate. The guards are kind of huddled around the gate, trying to keep the rain off of it. To the left, it's something. There's a couple horses there. And to the right, man, you can almost place it. Give me an intelligence roll, Merkin. Or, you know what? I'll give you intelligence or wisdom.
I think they're both 10, so don't matter. No, that's a 4 straight up. I got a +0 on it.
Yeah, it's a big city somewhere. You know that.
Hey, that looks like somewhere in the city.
What does it look like? Our city?
Thanks, Joe Cocker. Give me intelligence or wisdom. Or not Joe Cocker. Who sang it? We just
20.
Our city?
Yeah, it was from the Warriors. Yeah, you guys.
Jefferson Starship.
No.
We
We
built
built
this
this city.
city.
Wow.
No, it's in the city. It's at the end.
Yeah.
We robbed this city.
We just checked that too. You recognize there on the left, Domino, right at the edge of the mirror. That looks like the Temple of Hanger.
Oh,
Oh.
and it looks current.
Well, it's
Is
pouring
it
rain.
raining?
Yeah. Of course, it was raining in 1206 as well as you time travel through and fight the Daleks, which
But
is Cherry's nickname in the old days.
I'm gonna look at this mirror and like if I concentrate on something I've seen before, does it change?
well, I
No.
tell everybody this is what it looks like to me. This is where I think it is.
Cherry, you will recognize the leather shop there on the right.
Yep.
So it's at the gate, like on this side of the gate.
The mirror would be like right here next to the Chestnut Pub and the Jeffries, and it's looking this way. So it's looking east. The image will not change for 1 hour, Quintus. Player knowledge, not character knowledge.
I reach out my hand to touch it.
Domino is gone.
She disappears, or we see her in the mirror.
You see her in the mirror, and it is fucking pouring on her.
I laugh. I point. I don't touch the mirror though, but I point at the mirror and laugh.
Yeah, you three can see her. Domino, you're looking west, and there's no portal, no opening, no.
I don't see where I was.
One-way trip.
Yeah, you can move to the west to hope that you get through.
We put the blanket back over.
And go take a nap.
Oops.
Oops.
Well, she's probably dead.
Well, that's okay. I go into the Temple of the Hanger.
She's still wearing her pajamas. She's out there in the street.
Hanger. Temple of Hanger. Yeah, you go into the temple. Quintus, Merkin, Cherry, she disappears out of view to the left.
Okay.
I want to look around more in there, see if we find anything else of
Now,
interest.
This is an old storage thing. Marta doesn't even know the mirror exists down there. Seabrock might know. You don't know that, though.
And
I said we hide it again because we don't want everyone knowing about this. It's pretty awesome. If we saw something like it's at a lord's house, we go in, rob, come out. Of course, it's a one-way trip, though.
If I were you guys, I would hang it on the ceiling. That'd be kind of cool.
No, what we do is we miniaturize it so that we can take it with us to the job. And then we have the thing pointing at our house, and that way we can come back through and get out.
Except
but how do we know
it doesn't change for an hour.
Yeah, we don't know how that works, really.
How does it change?
But it's cool.
It's a cool. You know what? It's a big artifact that I've given you guys because I know I am cheap with my magic items, and I know you guys are thrilled to no end that all of your shit got taken.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, but this item, Merkin is correct. This is pretty fucking cool, but it is a one-way trip, and not that you know it yet. It's going to change every hour.
Well, we figured that because we've seen it different.
Correct.
My custom pouch that would fit in a perfect place to hide my tools. Custom.
Well, now this is like one of those dorm rooms that you put on the back of the door. It's not a handheld, so
it's like a human-sized mirror.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy to conceal. You can move it. Hopefully, you don't break it.
That'd be bad.
Yeah,
that'd be real bad. 7 years of bad luck.
We could take it up to our room.
7 years of disadvantage.
Although, granted, I'm not there, so I can't weigh in on this.
Years of advantage. That's rough.
I wonder when Domino's going to come home.
Yeah, the
Let's get some
acolytes
popcorn and just watch her
were-
in the rain.
We can't. She walked behind the
No,
mirror,
she went
or
into
the
the
view that we
temple.
see.
Oh, she passed.
Yeah.
We think she went to the temple.
Hey, if we move that mirror, does it change?
Oh,
Nope.
that's a good idea.
It is a good idea, but no. It's not like a portable hole, aka Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, which would have been a cool idea, but that's not how I wrote it.
But it could, like, what we have to do, kind of just keep watching it and see if it ever comes back to the same spot, or if it's always just some random spot of the city.
We're
I
going to
say
roll a
just leave
d12.
Quintus downstairs to look at it.
There's got to
12.
be a
7.
way that you can move it where it's looking.
Now, it is not planted on the wall. It's just leaning up against the wall. So it is completely movable. It is also fragile from Italy. Merkin, it's not close to the hour yet, so it's going to maintain that view.
Well, I guess maybe you guys should take the stairs to the girls' room.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, 2 flights of stairs, or 3 flights of stairs. Yeah, I like that idea.
Well, we can be careful with it. Merkin's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys break it, that ain't on me. I gave you the gift.
Yeah, but right now the problem is we have to pick up. Well, that's actually good, because that means no one else can just walk in and find it.
Well, and
Unless they know how to
what's-her-face
pick
is
locks.
sleeping right now.
Well, the
Whichever
other
one.
thing though is if they do know it, then they'll know that it's missing.
But they
That's
don't
the
know.
truth.
As a reminder, the first image that Domino and Quintus saw was somewhere in the city on the river. So this is not going to be a local area. This is going to be a region of the entire city. So clearly, of the 2 images you've seen, one ain't even close to here. The other one, a couple blocks away. So it will change. You may find yourself on board a ship in the harbor. You may find yourself in the middle of the armory.
But we see where we're going to go.
You do
I
see
mean,
where
maybe
you're
not.
going to
We may
go.
not recognize it, but we would know if we were on a ship. We could tell. I mean, oh, hey, look, it's a ship.
My
You can
vote
at
is
least see before you go.
until we
There's
have
got
But
to
before you leave,
there's got to be a way to control what it sees, though. I would think.
that's what I think. Maybe we need to study it more.
let's not move it until we know
Yeah.
what governs things. You know, let's reduce the number of variables that we have. Maybe by
Yeah.
moving it changes point A. And I don't really, if we want to find a way to get from point A to point B, let's not fuck with point A until we understand how it gets to point B.
That's fair. Domino, give me a perception check, please.
Um, 17.
A figure with a black cloak and a wide-brimmed hat walks down the street alone, walking towards the west from the east.
That's the dude that we just saw, right?
I'm sure there's more than one black cloak in this city, but it looks like him.
Yeah, I'll start following him.
Out in the rain.
Yes, surreptitiously.
This individual walks down the middle of the street. Now, if Quintus, Merkin, and Cherry, if you guys are still watching, you'll know exactly who that fucker is. Because what he did was he went to the east, went up Wall Street, and he's now going west. So he didn't take the most direct route for whatever reason. But as he walks towards the portal area, it was definitely Jenks Monroe. Now, when Domino exits the Temple of Hanger, you will not notice it because she is going to button hook to the right, aka west, and follow him. Domino, give me a stealth roll. Since it's pouring, at advantage. Also, keep in mind, Domino only touched the glass.
Right. So that's going to be an 18.
Oh, yeah, It's pouring rain and this place is a shithole. He goes down this alley and into the green building.
And that's the pawn shop.
That is the pawn shop. That is Lucky Bells.
It's open now, though, right? He didn't have to pick it or do
It's
a lot.
open.
Well,
Yeah. No customers because, it's fucking raining cats and dogs, but,
Right.
Well, I hover around to keep an eye on stuff.
I haven't filled
Even though
it
I'm miserable and wet and my compatriots are assholes.
Quintus, Merkin, and Cherry, what would you guys like to do now that Domino probably ain't coming back for a while?
Well, I mean, if we're here, we've estimated it takes, about 20 minutes to walk from where she got teleported to here? 20 or 30 minutes.
If you take the roads, yeah. If you cut across the courtyard, a little bit less.
Yeah, we're not supposed to meet until midnight, though.
After 20 or 30 minutes, if the portal is still active, like if it hasn't changed.
Do 12 against me. Let's see if it changed.
That's a good point.
Right.
Cock. 6.
Oh, man. Cacked. 1.
Nope. Still hasn't clicked on the hour yet.
I'm going to go ahead, then Merkin will say, I'm going to go through and check on Domino and make sure so she can get home, because she should have been back by now.
I'll follow too, I guess.
You touch? Cherry, are you going to touch?
No. I'm going to go back up to my room and just kind of rest a little bit. I'm going to be on my best behavior, and I'm going to make sure no one comes in and steals our shit.
Good call. Do you want to examine the Tome of Cleanliness?
No desire to examine it. I just want to make sure no one comes in and steals it.
Fair enough. Renard is gone. Ruben in the can. Your friends are gone. And Marta is asleep, so you should have no problem. You'll get some quality rest here. The rain slowly makes you
there's nothing
tired,
better.
and you drift off. Quintus, Merkin, you touch the mirror and suddenly find yourself in the middle of the street in front of the Temple of Hanger, and you look around. Where'd that bitch go?
Well, we know she didn't go down the street toward the gate.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, we saw the one guy go left, so I'd say go that way.
Well, no, you saw him walk west. You don't know where he went after that.
Once he passed the temple, we didn't see him anymore.
It's like if the doorway is right in the middle of the street. So when somebody walks by, there's no rear view mirror.
Hey, did we see anything going on at the house that we robbed?
Shh, we didn't.
Couple of guards.
There are guards in front of us.
There are guards there, and the guards at the Chestnut Pub here in red.
You should go up and say that you're pregnant.
No.
That would be awesome.
There weren't guards before, though, right?
Not when she was there. They must have come from the west.
Oh, they're just walking by.
No, they're at the house.
They're posted in front of the house?
One is posted in front of the house, one is posted in front of the pub.
Posted in front of the pub?
Which one's the pub again?
The one in red.
Oh, okay. And the house was in between, like, it's right beside it.
The house is right there, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go, I'm just going to go down. I'm going to say, let's keep going down toward this. And when we get down to the intersection at the four corners where there was the rock throwing, just kind of look back and forth and see if we see anybody.
Investigation.
Both of us?
Yep.
I should quit tying my little bag of dice off, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
16.
You keep asking for rolls, aren't you?
Yep.
That's not too good, but 15 isn't too bad.
Quintus, you spy Domino kind of underneath an overhang looking to the northwest next to this building. She seems to be stalking or reconning something out. Merkin, out of the Chestnut Pub, you hear a angry dog barking, and several guards escort a halfling out. That dog is right on that halfling's ass, and you recognize it. Yep, that's Reuben. He's been successfully ID'd by the dog at the Chestnut Pub. He wants another piece of his ass, and they're going to drag him to the east to the gulag here in Gold.
Oh, that's the prison?
That is one of the prisons.
A prison. Okay.
It's like a precinct house.
Bernie Miller.
A police station or a prison?
Police station with a holding cell.
Right, okay.
It's Fort Apache, the Bronx.
It's not a prison. It's just where they're going to haul them off until they can book them.
Correct. The prison is inside the city where you're at, or inside the city over here.
They don't know where to put their prisons. You definitely don't want it near the rich people.
Oh no, it's the prison is well over here.
Okay.
Yeah, this area is ripe for real estate development.
Gentrification.
That's right.
I'm going to look around and see if I see any mutters.
No, they are smart enough to stay out of the rain.
But they're mutters.
Yeah, they also got their shit pushed in by assholes throwing rocks at them and guards.
That was so much
Who would do that?
I believe the proper term is dickheads. That's what they call them in
Quintus
Select.
go, well, what do you want to do?
Well, I kind of motion and say, hey, Domino's over there.
Oh.
The guards notice you two ding-dong standing in the middle of the street.
We're not actually in the middle of the street. But okay.
Hello! It's raining, man!
Wow.
I'm going to pretend I'm Fred Astaire singing in the rain.
At this point in time, the expandable baton comes out. Well, let's go ahead and rectify this guy. I believe it's called a tune-up.
They don't have a funny farm here they can throw them in.
Oh, yeah, they got a funny farm. It's with the mermaids. So it's up to you guys. You can. Domino is busy focused on the pawn shop. She doesn't notice you. Quintus does. Merkin notices that the dog has a taste for Reuben ass and is still hungry. Cherry, meanwhile, you're getting fantastic fucking sleep. I mean, it's amazing.
Well, hell yeah. There's rain on the roof.
So that's a bar?
No.
Why is there so much empty space behind the... Yeah. What's on the other side of that? I walk down there so I can look.
The green building is the pawn shop. This area is kind of a depression, like a ravine, kind of a trash pit. It's going to need renovation. It's going to need to have dirt brought in. They're going to have to level the ground, shit like that. This is because it's not Google Maps. You don't see it, but it's like a ravine area, and it's just a trash heap. You can probably see some homeless living in there.
Great.
Mr. Vic lives there.
All right.
Or Lawrence Fishburne, one of the two. I don't know. He lived in the shithole part of New York. But
Well, yeah, the pigeons.
he lived in the transit system, I think. But yeah, that area, it's ripe for real estate development, but they're going to have to bring in the bulldozers, which don't exist.
What's behind it, like the other way, like past the red line?
Let me...
Like where it says the rakes. Like what's over in that area?
Is that another city?
Or is it just like
It's
open
another
land?
part of the city.
No, it's not.
We
Not
aren't
looking at the map.
a prize to go to.
Okay, so this is the big picture. Obviously, this is my gangland map. But yeah, here This is your area. This would be your starting point. This would be the trash pit.
So we're in Ward 4, right?
Correct. Right here.
But see where the rakes is. What's out that way? Where it says the rakes.
Nothing.
Is it just like
this is undeveloped area. Now there will be
forested,
farms
or is
over. Nope. There will be farms over here.
farmlands?
But
Okay.
remember, you're on a coast,
Okay.
so there's going to be some rolling hills. There's going to be some elevation issues. Clearly, it's ripe for development, but because of the environmental structure, it just has not been developed. Now, this area outside, you'll notice there is no gate. So
Right.
this area outside is recent, and the gate they would use would be right here. So
they could walk to either one, I guess.
Yeah. But those are the coffin boys. Inside you have the sparrows and the corsairs, and then you have the rakes.
We wouldn't know anything about coffin boys.
You would not know anything of those three. So
I thought we met somebody from the Sparrows.
Not yet, I don't think, because the sparrows. I
thought the assassin.
Yeah,
had drugged me. Had something.
That's right. It has the feather, I believe.
Ooh, really?
Can I smack him again?
No, you can't see him.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
And I'm trying to remember. Let me pull it up. Because I think the assassin was well, I don't. I'll get it for you here in just a second.
He's there with one person, and of course.
Oh, I remember it. I just.
Quintus was like, "Hey, blah," and then he went toot toot.
Yeah, all he had to do was give us a couple of coin. Nah, he tries to drug us. Rapist.
Well, I drag him out,
He was
and
gonna
I'm
like
have
his way
you
with
ever in your life?
That is not the right Excel sheet. Again, this is the problem with having so much fucking shit.
Too much lore.
Yeah.
Especially when players ask you questions totally irrelevant to the plot.
No, the assassins are the corsairs. He has the cutlass tattoo along his arm. That's what it was. Yeah, the sparrows have a bird silhouette. So yeah, you haven't met them yet. Sea rats have the 3 fingers. The handed fist was the mutters.
I don't.
The feather is the rakes, actually.
Oh, right, the rakes.
The rakes have the feather.
Makes no sense. They should have like this long pole, and it has like a big green thing and a bunch of
and
like.
They're Mexican.
Wow.
I didn't say that part. Just so you know,
Yeah,
I didn't. Say that
you're
part.
the nice one.
That's right. If we were in the industrial period, they would be the lawnmower man.
John Deere's. Okay, so that is essentially the lay of the land. The green pawn shop is this structure right here. The precinct house is right here. Inside is where Cherry observed the librarian go to the Kingsman Cup. But this is what you see.
All right. So probably nobody's going to be able to like sneak up on us because it's open land every other direction except for like the street level, right by where we're going to go.
Nor will you be able to stealthily move about. However, it is pouring rain.
I'm just going to go back home. It's not even close to midnight yet.
I'm going to see if I can pick up a little rock and kind of move where no one can see me so I can throw it towards Domino so she could maybe turn around and look.
If you nat 20, you're going to hit her in the head. If you nat 1, you're going to throw it through a window.
Please tell me you're throwing a pebble.
Roll your d20. It can be straight up. You don't need any bonuses.
Oh my gosh, it's a huge brick. And
it's a boulder the size of the Roadrunner, and I just nat 20 it.
No, I rolled a 5.
You ring one off the rafter, Domino. There's a noise behind you.
The hell is that?
You turn around and Merkin Astaire is dancing in the streets. And Quintus Ryan is warming up for his next blow.
Like, Jesus Christ, what are you people doing?
It's Jeebus Crisp in this world.
I'm heading for the paint store. I'm gonna see if that guy needs
Jeebus
a
Crispus.
worker.
Hey, so where the dog was at a bar?
Yes, the dog was at the Chestnut Pub.
So I'm gonna make eye contact with Domino, and then go to the bar. Just so she knows we're out here.
Bye.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the paint store because I wanna get a job at the paint store.
Not the glue
She'll make some
factory.
glue.
Yeah, so I can start my glue project.
Okay, you can go to the paint store. It is, I think it's, yeah, there it is. So
Right down the road a little bit toward home, I think.
yeah, let me get it shared. The paint store is right here. Maurice Tinter Paints.
Maurice.
So it is off the main drag. So you head that way. Quintus, you go into the Chestnut Pub. Whatever. It's your standard local pub bar. There is an old hound dog there, but it's a big hound dog, so it's like a blue tick. And the proprietor
Is it
there.
gay?
No, it just stares at Quintus like it's its next meal. The proprietor of the shop is Logan Raines, Raynes. Logan Raines. And the dog's name is Petey.
Aw.
Petey.
Oh, Petey.
Yeah. I was going to name him something cool like Old Yeller, but we'll call him Petey.
Does he like peanut butter?
Petey was at the dog park today.
No, but I think Cherry does. Speaking of Cherry, your slumber is interrupted by another knock on the door because I'm a dick.
A lot of people knocking on doors.
You go down and it is a gnomish girl, little gnome girl.
Does she have bagels?
She does not have
Better not be
bagels.
cheating on me.
Little gnome girl.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll answer the door and say, hello, friend. How can I help you?
I am looking for a large, unkempt individual. I believe he's an apothecary.
Okay.
Okay. A large, unkempt individual who is an apothecary.
I think his name is Mickey.
Mickey. Could it be Merkin?
Yeah, it could be Merkin.
Could be Merkin.
He is aware of the magical incantations of a specific item, and I am curious about. See if he can answer questions.
I understand. He is not here right now. He should be back in maybe 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days?
Yes.
Okay, I will return later then.
Okay.
She wanders off, still fucking pouring rain. But it's right around lunchtime, so, you know.
Yeah.
So you got a good cat nap in. Marta Crowley, still sawing wood.
Wow.
She had a late night.
She must have really got boned good.
She performed a cherry blossom. But yes, there's your entertainment there. Birkin, you arrive at the paint store. Maurice Tinter, you've been there before, right? Or was that?
Yeah, well, it was Quintus who went there, so I've never been there actually.
No, I didn't go to the
No, I
paint
went
store.
there to get the white paint we needed for the glue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was there with the alchemist guy.
Maurice Tinter, there's nobody in this shop. Nobody's moving around the city. It's fucking pouring rain. Only morons and adventurers go out in this kind of weather, or strange men distributing black cloaks and wide-brimmed hats. He asks.
Watery tart.
He's like, I forget your name. What can I do for you?
Mark, and I'm here to see if you get a worker. I need to. I mean, obviously not today, but regularly when people are in here, do you need someone to help out?
D12 against me? No, I figured out what it was. 4.
That's up 2, so he doesn't like me.
No, I could probably use you once a week though.
Really? Once a week sounds pretty good.
You're big. I assume you can lift stuff.
Yeah, I lift things.
Come back in 2 days. I'll have a job for you.
Okay. I give him a thumbs up. Hopefully that's not an insult in the city.
It is not. Okay, Maurice Tinter. Job 2 days. What are you going to do after that? Markin, what are you going to do after that?
I'm going to go back to I'm going to look at the Heroes Cup. And then once I'm in the Heroes Cup, I'm going to...
Got your butt? Got your butt?
Try to get some drinks. Get it like maybe... Actually, I probably couldn't afford it because I don't have any money. I might can afford it if it's in coppers. I can probably get a drink.
Yeah, it's a copper drink. They'll get you a beer, shitty beer. I think it's called PBR. Might be called.
I'll get a couple of them.
I'm not sure.
How about red, white, and blue?
Yeah.
I'm asked for a beer to go.
We all need the Voodoo Ranger.
Sure, they'll give you some beers to go.
Wait.
Copper each.
All right, I'm gonna write it down.
In non-recyclable containers.
Of course. Why would we want to recycle anything?
Quintus,
not California.
Inside the Chestnut Pub, Logan Rains and Petey are there. Roll me a D4. That's how many regulars are in there.
1.
1 regular. And a strange dwarf walks in. I need some beverages, Captain. I've been giving it all I've got.
You need some what?
Beverages. Some drinks.
I'm gonna go up to the barkeep and converse with him and find out what's up with your dog getting all riled up with that dude out.
While he's hustling a drink for the dwarf, he explains that last night he was burglarized, but the burglar was savagely attacked by his expertise guard dog that he got from Killer Kennels, and took a bite out of crime. And the cops finally did their job and earned their pay, and found the guy.
Did he steal anything?
Hey, he got some personal items I need back. And you can see up on the wall, you know how you get that stain from where a picture's been sitting for everywhere. There's like a dozen spots.
Dang, were they worth a lot?
They were to me. I have pictures of my mom here. And a lady I met
my long lost brother.
And a lady I met at the circus.
Margaret, I think I found your daddy.
God. Oh my God, that is just so wrong. But yeah, he goes unfortunately, they couldn't find him. I sure wish I could find them.
Is there a reward?
Why, did you help the robber?
No, I was just
Hey, Lonnie,
wondering.
get me another drink. I'm parched.
I'm just, down on my luck for money. So I mean, you know, if you were offering a reward, then it would be worth my time to
Well, he might have
farm the.
dropped it in his escape. That's how they tracked him. There was blood stains all down the alleyway through here. But yeah, if you can find them, I'd be willing to pay if they were in good shape and not abused sexually.
Like how much?
Too late.
I have to see what condition they were. Too late.
I sure do love my mama.
It's okay. It's my friend's mom, so it's not weird at all.
So, which way did the blood go?
It went south. I'm not sure. I didn't see it, but old Petey did his job. Damn near ripped off that little bastard's arm. They brought him in here. Old Petey was going crazy. Think he wanted to eat the rest of his ass. Not in a weird kind of way, but you know.
Cops will be cops.
Not the weird kind of way.
All right, another drink. I'm still parched.
Does he have his coin purse out?
Oh yeah, it's sitting there on the bar. Coins everywhere. But the Logan Reigns is looking right at you.
I like go to the dwarf. I'm like, hey, can you spare a coin for a beverage?
All right, give this man a drink. He's an old friend of mine.
His name is Camus. That's from my other
He
game.
looks kind of familiar, like he's a friend of a lady I knew in the biblical way. So yeah, the drunk guy, Kildare Scootin' Boot, dwarf male, is buying you drinks. He didn't give a shit.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna sit and take as many drinks as he'll give me.
Domino, what are you doing?
I'm still doing surveillance.
Fair enough. Jenks Monroe is there about a half hour and then he leaves. He heads back to the main drag, goes east, and moves through the west gate. Jeremy?
Yeah, we heard.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, Domino?
Well, I'm still doing surveillance, yes.
You gonna follow him?
He
Yeah.
left. Oh, okay. He's going through the west gate.
Yeah, I'm going to follow him.
Fair enough. He goes into the Kingsman Cup.
Is he not aware that I'm following?
Nope, it's pouring rain and he doesn't give two shits.
Does he order a drink?
Do you go inside?
Yes.
You're a little underdressed for this place. This place looks like a merchant level pub. And
But I mean, it's pouring rain, so.
yeah, you'll be able to fit in, but clearly you know a little out of your scale, like me going anywhere. You know, you don't give a shit, but.
So I watch him to see what he orders, and
He's
I ordered.
gone.
What?
You came into the bar, but there's only a couple of people around, but he ain't one of them.
And I didn't see him leave.
Nope, you came in the only door.
So I had my eye on him. We came in. I didn't see him go.
I assume you weren't in his back pocket, right?
Yeah, I was in his back pocket.
Well, if you're too close, he's going to spot you.
Yes, yes.
So if you were there, he's going to spot you. If you were
So, is there a back door?
clearly.
So I go to the back door to look around.
The kitchen staff is out smoking tobacco, and they just kind of look at you.
I'm like, don't mind me. Just pass them
One of them
through.
licks his finger and just slides that solo eyebrow.
Oh, wait, what's his charisma?
2.
Yeah, no, she's not stopping.
So he licks his one eyebrow, which looks like a Zorro.
No, it's one long eyebrow. It's like a unibrow.
That's right. And you can't tell which eye to focus on because he's like a gecko.
Like, you sure
So-
do got a pretty mouth.
Where am I in reference to the pawn shop?
You're hell and gone. I mean, you are inside the city with Joe Walsh. That's who it was. Joe Walsh sang that song.
Yes. So I go back to the
Well,
city
look
where
that
we're
one up.
supposed to meet.
So it's right here. This is the Kingsman Cup. Pawn shop's over here,
Right?
and you guys are down here.
Well, not me.
Right, that's your starting point. But yeah, that's where you're at. Kitchen staff's out back smoking tobacco.
Right.
Oh yeah, I remember that one now. I can't believe I didn't remember that.
That's a classic movie, man.
I thought it's an Eagles song, right? It's on the Eagles album.
Warriors,
I don't think it's the Eagles.
No, it's Joe Walsh.
Says it's on the album Long Run.
Could be.
But
Yeah,
he
I
probably sang it.
I'll have to get my
He's
phone
in
out.
Eagles.
We can worry about that here in a minute since we're closing up. Yeah, he's not out back either. Domino.
I'm sorry, what?
He's not out back either.
Well, I'm going back to the pawn shop.
Okay, fair enough. And we will end it there for the night. We'll call it early afternoon for you guys. You guys have seen a few things, done a few things, made some headway. John, aka Merkin, what'd you think?
And I'm not a real big fan of rain. But I do live in Houston, so I must be okay with it. So
You're gonna be okay
well-
here in another couple days, apparently.
but no, I enjoy the funness of interacting with some of the NPCs, and especially the mirror part was really cool. I loved playing with that. That was really fun.
Like I said, I'm stingy with the items, so I thought I'd give you guys something to really fuck with you.
Yeah, it could definitely be a screw or a boon.
Yeah, this will be interesting. Scott, aka Sherry, what about it?
No, great lore there, and be able to explore the different motivations of all the different players, and then how those players interact with all the different NPCs. That's just really good stuff. It's like an open sandbox that tends to form itself as you move through it. So before I get too deep and after too many of these, then I'll just have to say I'm having a great time. It was great to be back, and look forward to the next session.
Cool beans. Jeff, aka Quintus, how about you?
I enjoyed it. I think it's great that we have a new quest that we might be able to reunite Merkin with his mama.
Whatever.
I'm sure that'll be worth a lot of experience points.
You know, I don't even know why I came up with that or whoever came up with that, but holy shit. Yeah, that is beautiful.
But I liked it. I didn't get my ass kicked. So, that's a plus.
Day and over. And Domino, aka Spin Doctor, Carrie, What do you got?
In the City from Joe Walsh.
It's almost like the DM knew what the fuck he was talking about this time.
Joe
On the
Walsh is one of the
Warriors.
Eagles, though.
He was, yes.
Yeah. It was on the Eagles album too. The long
No,
run.
don't try and take partial credit for that. That answer.
I didn't say you were right. You were right, and I was also right.
You know,
How
and
about
it's funny because I never watched that movie until Frank.
Oh
And
yeah,
now
the Warriors.
I so love it so much.
It's a really good movie.
Wait, what
It
movie
is.
is it?
The
The
Warriors.
Warriors,
Warriors.
man.
Oh, from the 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
It's
earlier.
the gang war movie. It's awesome.
79.
Can you dig it?
That's right. So what do you think about the game, Domino?
It was good. It was good.
That'll work.
My compatriots have not fucked me over as much as I thought they would.
Too bad you didn't roll a D20, nat 20. That would have been
Right?
Clang. Unconscious in a mud puddle. That will do it for Goodfellas. We will be back with them in 2 weeks. We need to discuss if we want to do it every week now that Cred is dead. This Sunday. We are moving Corsairs of the Azure Atoll to Sunday. Jesse's got a new job that has taken him out of the running on Saturday. So Sunday.
Makes everybody for me very sad.
That's right. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Corsairs, I think it's number 17. We will start back up.
I guess that's what happens when they play every week, huh?
It was when they were.
Well, that's true. You had a break for a while.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Well,
thought
one
you
of
were
our
going to start a
players
new game
died,
called
Thank you.
I am going to start a
BJ
new
the Game.
I'm going to start a game, and I ordered the hats for my players. It is the Galactic Mining Consortium. It'll be an outer space game. I'm still coming up with the rules. It kind of be like Star Frontiers, maybe a little bit of Spelljammer mixed in. And then Ian, friend of the show, and Kyle, friend of the show, are also trying to come up with alternative games, not basic D&D, but something else. So they may be running some games and taking the heat off me, although I have been one lazy bastard here lately. But Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, join us for Corsairs of the Azure Atoll. Maybe our shit will be on sale. Maybe not.
Because we're awesome.
That's right. And don't forget to get some adventure sense because nothing stinks like us. I think that's it. Let's blow them a kiss and wave, guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Petey.
Adventures in Filbar. For all your role-playing needs, try the free stuff first.
Hello and welcome to our stream. Don't forget to follow us on the socials at mhobo Inc. or you can email us mhoboinc@gmail.com. If you're interested in playing on the stream, get a hold of us. You can also purchase interesting RPG items at our store and the link is below. We have everything from shirts to skateboards in our shop. Go, take a look. And if you need new math rocks, catch a Pirate Dog Dice on Twitter for some personalised items. If your game stinks, unlike ours, try some adventure scents by elfishgames.com. They have over 60 different scents and most are pleasant. This aid is perfect for in-person games, especially conventions. Elfish Games also makes how to RPG with your cat, how to cook with your dice, the Shine system if you want to be a gooder writer than me, or try the Radiance project if you just want to play with yourself. Allfishgames.com is your